Okay, cool. Hi. Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome back to Cloudy Cleric. My name is Oliver. Hi, hello. And today we are filming sastpbo 12, I think. Sastpbo, super awesome Stranger Things podcast by Ollie. That's me. I'm Oliver. Hi, hello. And we have some things to look over today. Usually this podcast comes out on Fridays, but yesterday I had auditions for my short film. So let me fix this camera real quick, by the way. There we go. And now it won't focus. Oh, okay, cool. Yesterday I had auditions for my short film, so that's where I was. That's why I couldn't do stuff. And earlier today, let's see, what did I do? Oh, I went to a play. I went to a musical. I'm sorry if you just heard my stomach. I just ate a peanut butter bagel, so I got the burps. Yeah, okay, I saw a musical. It was called How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, I think is the name, or something along that line. Like, it's fine. I don't know. Wasn't my favorite. Not even top 5. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't for me. It was a very dated story, and I'm not like offended by it or anything. It's just like, I don't know. I prefer something different. Like, I feel like if it was at the time that, like, the 50s, like it was taking place, I'd be like, "Oh, cool." But like, I don't know. It was really odd. It's definitely not like a period piece, but you can definitely tell it was written in the 50s, or it takes place in the 50s. It's crazy. Um, and so I saw that. It was meh. Oh, right. Sorry. Whoa. And then on the car ride home, I got motion sick, and I'm still currently experiencing this motion sickness. But I was like, oh, gotta film a podcast episode. And I was like, might as well. And I've been kind of like itching to get in front of a camera and talk about Stranger Things, because Stranger Things is my favorite thing to talk about, in case you can't tell or you don't know. Yeah, I love Stranger Things. This is my podcast dedicated to Stranger Things. Basically, if you don't know what we do on this podcast, I look at all of the leaks and spoilers and behind the scenes things that have been put out about Stranger Things 5 over the past week, or week and a day for this podcast, and for next podcast in the last 6 days. Um, yeah, I go over what we have seen, what we know, and then I talk about them. If there's enough information and I feel comfortable enough, usually I'll do a little thinking in my mind palace, and I'll do some theories. But mainly this is just me speaking to you. Um, I am very much a Byler fan, so a lot of this comes from a Byler fan's perspective. Like, I don't know. I love Byler. That's my target audience. I love Bylers, and I love Bylers so much. And oh, right, it's actually Mike Wheeler's birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday, Mike Wheeler. Um, April 7th. People have asked me if I'm going to go live. I don't know. It all just depends on how busy I am that day, because I do have plans with, like, people from out of town that are visiting, and I have tutoring, and I don't know if it will work out, but I have a little piece of art that I'm going to share for Mike Wheeler birthday, that hopefully you guys will like. And not, I feel bad because I feel like I'm favoring Will over Mike. I mean, Will is my favorite, and he's my baby girl, and he understands me like nobody else understands me, but like, I also love Mike so much. I would give that man a kiss on the lips. Sorry. Sorry. That was my bad, guys. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Yeah. We've been doing things here at the household, at my household, the cleric households. We're moving things around, and we're painting, and things are kind of a mess on my, like, in my room right now. Like, my room is not this messy usually, and by messy, Oh my god, I just realized you can fucking see that cat's face in the background. Sorry. So usually I have a weighted blanket right there. I've been using the weighted blanket. You can't see on frame, but there's a lot of clutter, like over here and here, and then on my desk I have like my Rubik's Cube holder, and I have like government paper. It's terrible. I hate being cluttered, and I wish we would just paint the room and get it over with, but no. Sorry. Anything else I wanted to talk about before we get into the episode? We're about 6 minutes in. The only thing I wanted to say, rather than that, is I saw Late Night with the Devil. I really liked it. I know there was that whole AI controversy, and I understand why people are concerned, but I'm sorry. It's not like the movie was written by AI. The AI was used solely, I think, for the little cards that are seen that are like, we'll be right back. And then I think maybe the logo for the TV show was AI, but like it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's difficult because I understand why people are upset, but it's also like, it's not like the whole movie was AI, but it's also like, if it starts like this, is it just gonna keep going? But then that's a slippery slope, logical fallacy, and it's a lot. I'm just going to say I enjoyed it. I liked the movie. I thought it was cool. I learned that my mom doesn't like psychological horror though. And I saw it with my mom. And not that it was super psychological, but it was kind of psychological. And I'm kind of like, what? Who doesn't like psychological horror? I don't know. I don't know, man. I I don't know. I was just Snowflake. Sorry. I hope she isn't watching this. That'd be really embarrassing. Okay. Sorry for calling you a snowflake, Mom. Just preference. Let's get into what we're actually gonna look at today. We have a couple things. So, this is Ross Duffers' Instagram, but we haven't gotten anything on here. So let's start with Stranger Things spoilers on Twitter. So this is Stranger Things spoilers on Twitter, a good place for spoilers. But let's see, where are we gonna start? I think we went over this, so this is where we're gonna start. Basically, Stranger Things spoilers sounds exactly like what it is. It's Stranger Things spoilers. And so a couple things have been posted. On April 1st, there was a WSQK van, which, in case you don't know, is the radio tower. Let me see if I can find a picture. This is really embarrassing if I can't find a picture. There. This is the WSQK radio station. So that van was spotted there along with Steve's car. I think it's really funny to see like these really modern cars next to these old ass cars. Also, I didn't realize that in Indiana, or I guess in Georgia, because that's where they're filming, they say speed hump instead of speed bump. I live in Utah and we call them speed bumps, and I think that speed hump is the funniest thing I've ever heard. But yeah, there's not a lot to really say about this. Like, rather, I mean, it was at the mansion set, and one of the theories I brought up was that it was a new house of Steve's, which could be supported by the fact that Steve's car is there. But then again, like, who knows? Like, Nancy and Robin use Steve's car to get to Penhurst in season 4. It was Steve's car. Yeah, because I don't know who else's car it could be. So, yeah, just saying that. But the fact that the radio station stuff is here is really interesting. One thing that I did not see or notice the first time was the fact that there's like this like antenna attached to the car. And okay, I know people are, or some people have asked me what my opinion is on, or like what my theory is regarding this in specific, and I'm about to say like this is a real doohickey here. I don't know. Is it terrible to say I don't know? Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. I feel like I don't know. I don't have sufficient information to make a theory based on it. Like, I don't have enough information about who's driving Steve's car, who lives at the mansion, why are they at the mansion. I mean, sorry, not that I need to know why they're at the mansion, but I would like to know who lives at the mansion. If I knew who was driving Steve's car, if I knew who lived in the mansion, like who was visiting the mansion, like that kind of thing, I feel like I would be able to make way better like theories. But just right now, like, I don't have enough information to like justify making a theory, because I don't know, man. I'm a little stumped. Why are they driving around with it on the car? I know as soon as the show comes out, I'm gonna feel like a dumbass because I'm like, oh, of course that's why they were driving around with that on the car. But like right now, like, this is a spoiler image. Obviously, spoiler images weren't meant to be seen by the public. Like, this was not officially released by the Duffer Brothers or anybody on the Stranger Things production team, unless there's a secret spy. But yeah, this is a spoiler, so my thing with spoilers is it's okay if you don't know what it is, because you're not meant to see it. And sometimes you have enough information to like piece something together, sometimes you don't. I feel like this is one of those instances where I don't have enough information. Wait, what? WSQK radio? Wait. Oh my god. Damn. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't think this is official, but I think this is really funny. Um, Anywho. Yeah. Spoilers aren't meant to be seen by the public, so if the public doesn't know what the fuck's going on, it's not a bad thing. And maybe you'll revoke my Stranger Things fan license or whatever. So sue me. So sue me. I don't know what this means, and I don't want to say the wrong thing. And even, I mean, I've definitely said things that are wrong before on this podcast regarding like story and that kind of thing. But it's like I had more information to go off of, and I had more ideas. This one, I'm just coming up dry. His mouth was as dry as the California desert. Sorry, I say that a lot. I think about that a lot. If you know, you know. Um, which I might be making a video about that soon. Scriptgate. That's from Scriptgate, in case you didn't know. I might be making a Scriptgate video because what the fuck was that? I'll talk more about future videos at the end of this podcast. Actually, no, before we look at that... Ooh, we have some new things. We have some new... Oh, yeah, and I'll go through this, too. So, alright. Let's see. So, this is where the base camp... You can see the vans. Obviously, the vans were there. Whatever. I don't really have anything to say about that. What was I going to say? Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. This is a closer look at the... Steve drives a BMW? Of course he drives a fucking BMW. Sorry. It's a closer look at Steve's car. with the antenna. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, why the fuck's there an antenna? Because my dumb ass did not notice the antenna when I first looked at this. I was tired, okay? I was tired. So, what does it mean? I don't know. But we have some more things that maybe I will know. I'm going to go over some official things that we were meant to see before we talk about my boy Will, because, like, he's so baby girl. On a Stranger Things group chat. Sorry. Basically the Stranger Things announcements channel on Instagram, which you can join if you haven't. I think you just have to go to Stranger Things TV or something like that. Occasionally they post behind the scenes pictures, so this is stuff that they did want us to see. This is stuff that they approved for us to see. These are official crumbs that mean something, that we're allowed to see technically. So I'm gonna go over that. So the first thing was this stop scanning in progress for the visual effects department. I don't really have much to say about this. I don't have enough of a view of the set to really know. This wood beam stuff right here makes me think maybe it's the barn, but also it could be behind, like it could just be backstage. Like, oh shit, wait, maybe that's H&L. Like, do you think that beyond the panels, like the white is the rainbow room? That would make sense considering what else they sent. But yeah, because they sent this video, which is the rainbow room, with blood, but why isn't there more blood? I don't know. But yeah, I fucking love the rainbow room. The rainbow room's so awesome. I, like, visually, it makes my autism happy. Sorry, that was terrible. I know all of my friends were like, Oliver, why the fuck did you say that? But none of my friends are watching this that know me in real life. So, yeah, they were doing the rainbow room, so I think it's a possibility that this room right here is the rainbow room, or that set is the rainbow room. This was the Wheeler's house. And here we have, we got sound. We got some monitors for shots. What is this? Director's icebox. That's cool. I wonder what they're drinking. But yeah, inside the Wheeler's house. Here's the cat stuffed animal again. This cat stuffed animal is kind of famous. Like, let me find... Sorry, was it this one? No, that's my bad, guys. Was it this one? Yes! Okay, this cat. This cat's famous to me. Muse, I love Muse. I think it's Muse. That's just me. But yeah, I fucking love this cat. I don't know why he keeps appearing, but I love him. So yeah, this is just filming in the Wheeler's house. Duffer Brothers at the Wheeler's house. Of course they're fucking at the Wheeler's house. They make the fucking show. Oh, international asexual. Sorry, I get distracted easily. We're gonna keep going. And then this was, like, I think they put out a poll being like, whose romantic date items are these? And a lot of people said Joyce and Hopper. I don't even know if it's theirs, really. The bubble bath does make me think Karen. So it could be Karen. It makes sense considering they were at the... Oh my god, it's so cold in here. Sorry. It's April 6th and it's snowing outside. So, love Utah. Yeah, this might be Chardonnay. That's a very Karen Wheeler thing. I don't feel like Joyce is a Chardonnay girl. I'm just gonna say. I know nothing about alcohol. But, yeah. Straight. Sorry, sometimes I forget straight people exist, and I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean you like people of the opposite sex? That's not normal. Sorry. But yeah, this was can't really tell what set it's on, but it's just some nice little stuffs. And then we can talk about this now. This is my boy Will Byers. I fucking love my boy Will Byers. I'm eating him up for breakfast every day. Just a clarification, I don't support Noah Schnapp. I feel like I've made that very clear on this channel. But yeah, I love my boy Will Byers. I eat Will Byers up. I love that man. I'm a Will head. Will heads rise. Will head truthers rise. Sorry. But yeah, this is Will at the mansion set. Somebody did on Tumblr like a full analysis of the lighting, and I don't know where that is, like where that it's on my Tumblr somewhere. I didn't feel like it was significant enough to bring up. Actually, that's a lie. Let me find it. Okay, so I found the post. This is from Romaine Lettuce Dinner Party. So thank you, Romaine Lettuce Dinner Party. So this was analyzed apparently by a professional lighting designer. Basically, sets will use a key light. In case you don't know, this is a lot about production design and that kind of thing. So if you're a film nerd and you've done films before like I have, because you're like super awesome and cool and awesome, and you're like kind of directing your own short film, and like you have a budget and all that shit. Sorry. No need to brag all over. Sorry, I'm just really proud of that accomplishment. Yeah, they use key lights. Usually yellow tone, brightest of the set, obviously. So yeah, we can see that there's obviously a light hitting her from this angle that is yellow. Ensure that the bright yellow, yes, usually they use a blue light to counteract the yellow. Sorry. So that's why it looks the way that it does. And so yeah. And I don't know if people are saying like, why does his hair look like that? Girl, people can have messed up hair. Do you see my hair right now? Girl, I have not taken the time to like sit down and do my hair since like Thursday. So just saying. Anyway, I love Will Byers. It makes me wonder why he's at the mansion set. My idea is that he's probably just with the gang, because if they're taking Steve's cars there, then there's like obviously Will's not by himself. I feel like I swear to God, if people are gonna use this as evidence that the Byers live there, watch the season actually come out and the Byers live there. That'd be terrible for me. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the mansion. I don't know who lives there. But yeah, that's that. That's Mike. Sorry. Whoa, shit. That's Will. It looks like we're gonna probably get more Will BTS though, because they kind of broke the dam, like floodgates open when they said "Happy Birthday, Will Byers." So yeah, I think he's probably just there with the gang. Obviously, he has some sort of important role, but I don't have enough information to like comfortably make a theory about it. Otherwise, I'm just spewing nonsense. And I mean, most of this podcast is, in fact, me spewing nonsense. But if I can avoid being nonsensical and being coherent, I will. Before we talk about the Joseph Quinn stuff, is there anything else here? Jamie Campbell Bower. Shout out to the people who remember Jamie Campbell Bowser. It's just like, things crazy. And that's this, but I don't really want to talk about it. He says that he didn't want to give more details about it or spoilers. Here, these are images from the Upside Down of the secret set of Stranger Things 5, where the military filmed secret scenes that contained spoilers. They all contain spoilers. This, it's so fucking funny to see leak photos, because I have no idea why, like, leak people, like, that give leak photos, like, just plaster their fucking ad all over it. Like, literally, nobody cares. I'm sorry. I don't care that much. I'm not gonna go and follow you on Instagram. If anything, if I took pictures like this that were a little creepy where I, like, sneaked on the set, I would not put my ad on it anyway, because nobody can know who I am. But, yeah. Let's watch this last video that I'm going to talk about Joseph Quinn answering a fan's question on whether or not he will be returning to Stranger Things 5. Alright. Hopefully that didn't fuck.
Hello, my name is Bisnate, and my question is...
Dragon Ball Z! Sorry.
Are you coming back next season?
$1 million question.
Holy shit, that's a lot of money. He's so kawaii.
I do know. But I'm not telling you.
Oh my god, I fucking forget that he's British sometimes.
Good question.
Hello, my name is Bisnate.
Sorry. I fucking forget that he's British, and I'm like, whoa. Why are we speaking like that, sir? Anyways, I think on my Discord server I said something like, it's a great day for Vampire Eddie Truthers or whatever. Vampire Eddie Truthers rise. Yeah. I doubt he's coming back as a living character. I feel like he would only come back for maybe, like, flashback scenes. Like, people would ask Brenner I feel like people ask if Brenner's gonna come back on season 5, and just because he comes back to the set of season 5 doesn't mean that he secretly lived the whole time. And he survived the episode of Papa. No, I just think he's doing flashback scenes if he is coming back. If he isn't coming back, that's fine. He gone. Speaking of Brenner, I actually had a friend in New York meet the actor who plays Brenner, and he was super sweet, apparently, so definitely not jealous. Anyway, yeah, I don't think he's coming back. I don't think he's, as I was gonna say, I think it's a little bit of an outlandish theory that he'll come back as a vampire lord, but I've seen fan art of it, and I'm like, this is cool. Like, I enjoy this. Like, that's a cool character concept, but it's cool in fanon. It would be absolutely fucking outrageous in canon. Like, whenever I see, like, a cool little drawing of, like, Eddie coming back as a vampire, I'm like, ooh, yeah, that looks cool. Like, it looks cool. Like, that looks super awesome and fun. Do I want to tap it in the show? Obviously not. But, yeah. Speaking of outlandish theories, since this video is a little bit shorter for podcast videos, and again, that's because I feel like I don't have sufficient evidence to say anything about the leaks that we've seen today, and that really sucks because it makes for a bad podcast episode, but the show must go on. I'm not gonna sit here and, like, lie about what I think to my audience of one people. Just kidding. Speaking of outlandish series, okay, videos that are coming up. I have filmed a Stranger Things tier list video. I just need to find a time to edit it. I tried to start editing it this week, but my eyes got, like, started hurting really, like, quickly into it. So, I haven't edited it completely yet. I know it sounds terrible, but I have about 1 minute of edited footage. But also the raw video, the uncut video, is only about, like, 22 minutes long. So it shouldn't take long for me to edit that and get it out there. It should be out this week. Hopefully it will be out this week. I'm going to force myself to put it out this week so I can get shit done. Video ideas in the works. I have one that I think like that coming out. I don't know when it will come out because I just barely started writing it. And I have a lot of different videos like that where it requires a lot of writing, and I'll just start them periodically, and I'll continue writing. But I have one that I think might make me, like, might make an enemy of myself out of, like, a part of the Stranger Things fandom that, like, I didn't need to make it like that. Like, you know, it's not like I feel like I'll get a lot of hate for it, but it's not like I'm saying anything bigoted or anything like that. It's just my opinion. If you're wondering, it's about Henry Creel. And I'm sure you know how passionate Henry Creel fans can be and protective of Henry. But there are just so many things about Henry Creel, not necessarily as a character in canon, but how he's treated by the fandom, and some of the fucking theories about him make me, like, I'm exploding you with my mind. Like, they just don't make sense to me. They will never make sense to me. And insert that one clip of JoJo Siwa being like, the internet can take a lie and me and it can go so far. That's how I feel about the Henry Creel theories sometimes. But yeah, a lot of Creelies. Is that what they call them? I don't know. A lot of Henry Creel fans on Tumblr already. Not that they don't like me, but they don't particularly enjoy me. Like, two of the biggest Henry Creel creators, I guess, have me blocked on Tumblr. I'd never remember interacting with their content whatsoever. But yeah, that part of the fandom scares me a little bit, so I am a little bit nervous when I release that video. But it'll be a longer video. I think it might be the hour video that I promised at the beginning of this year, because it was originally going to be like 3 different videos, and then I was like, I just need to combine this into one big video about Henry Creel and get all of my thoughts out there. So yeah, otherwise, I don't really have any other videos, like, on cooking, per se. I mean, I do have, like, vague video ideas I am cooking, but until then, I think it might be, like, smaller things. And until summer, I might change my upload schedule to, like, maybe, like, once every 2 weeks, disregarding the podcast, because, things are crazy as fuck right now, and I don't have a lot of time, and I have a guitar performance coming up, and I have my short film going on right now, and yeah, I have a lot of things on my plate right now, as well as school, so, you know, that's happening, so I just wanted to, say that, and sorry for lack of uploads, but yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. Again, I do it every Friday usually, and usually they're a lot more comprehensive than this, so sorry about that. But I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye, gang!